What's going on, everybody? VVV Paradise here, bringing you Legends of the League, a new show where I'll be taking personalities from the world of League of Legends and showing a little bit of insight into who they are. And this week we have someone the community is very familiar with. Have Siv HD joining us. Sir, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing absolutely great. I just uploaded a video.
Yes.
And now I'm being interviewed by someone quite awesome.
Aw.
So I'm ready for anything.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And if you could, just to kind of get things started, tell us a little bit about yourself. Not the League of Legends personality we see in your crazy videos that you upload, but you as a person, your name, where you live, your schooling background. Tell us a little bit about you.
I can actually talk
Sure.
about that for ages. My name is Robert van Eindhoven. I'm from Eindhoven, where I've grown up. I've went to several schools. At the time, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know what I wanted to become. But together, they all contributed to what I'm doing now. Because I started off going into high school, a special high school, where I was allowed to do acting much more, like 8 hours a week. Straight after that, I went to film school in a huge city here in Rotterdam, which I didn't really like. So then I went to film school here in Eindhoven, and which was great. But eventually, you get that problem where people are like, you have to become a cameraman for companies, or a video editor for companies, or whatever. Things you don't want to be, because if you like all of them, it's really hard to choose. Eventually, my videos got quite big. I was meeting awesome people. I loved my life, so I decided to go full-time with that and drop the aspect of becoming a cameraman full-time and stuff, or a video editor full-time. So yeah, that's pretty much my background for you there.
That's very interesting. I would have had no idea. So we definitely know all about your videos. You've made some really great ones over the past, year and a half, 2 years. But aside from just the videos, what is it, and I guess this goes back to the name of the show, what is it that made you into a Legend of the League? What was the first thing that got you noticed and started to blow you up to the community?
Well, the thing was, I loved League of Legends. I played in the beta, and I played a really long time, and after a while I stopped, played some WoW, and went back to League because it's awesome. And I was playing a lot of Sivir, the old Sivir, not new Sivir. And I was looking into guides on YouTube, and basically back then, it was like 2 years, well, 1.5 years ago, all guides consisted of entire games unedited, with someone just boring saying what he thinks about the champion. And with my film school background, with my acting, with my how I felt it should be done, I just started scripting my own guides about it. So I started with Sivir. I loved that, and then I made some more. Yeah.
That's a really good way to put it. And speaking of making some more, you just put a new one up right before we started recording this. You just mentioned that before. About how long does it take you to get one of these together when you edit one together?
It really depends. Basically right now I have 3 formats. I have my guides, which take me really, really long, because I'll be testing things like different champions. What do I think is coolest? I have, this ranking of priority, like I want things I want to make a guide of. Guides take me ages. Basically you have to play at least 10 games, and that's not true. Professional gamers will say you'll have to play 200 games to master a champion. But for me to make a guide, I will want to have played at least 10-20 games. Fortunately, I played most champions over that already, but yeah, for a guide. And then you go into sorting, which is like you fraps all the shots from your replays. And that's a really boring process, because you'll be sorting 100 little video files into stuff. So basically that would take me a full day, just because I don't feel like doing it. And in the end, editing is something which can take between 3 and 8 hours. which I always do in one go. I never, because I'll be so motivated, like, oh, this is good, I want to make this out. So for a guide takes long, but you know, a vlog, it's just an idea. You consider the things you want to talk about, and then you just make it. And I have my combo videos, which is basically something awesome happening in League of Legends. You voice it, you fraps it, sometimes you film it, and you edit it, and it'll take, give or take, 6 or 4 hours to make, aside from making up the idea.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like this new one, the Shentheon, which was a really great idea. I liked that a lot. Or the Wombo Combo video, which is, I think, a personal favorite of a lot of people.
Yeah.
How do you decide what you're going to be doing next? You've got these combos, these vlogs, these guides. What is the process into determining which one of these you'll be making next?
Well, basically, I just make what I think will be great. So sometimes I usually get these ideas when I'm like in the shower or in bed or bored, and I'm already working on videos, and then I make up a better one, and I just drop what I was doing and make that one instead, and finish the other one later. I really always do what I feel like doing, and that sounds great, but it can also be a little bit stressful because you do have to live up to expectations a bit, especially since I've grown a bit now.
Yeah, you've developed quite the following on your YouTube channel. And part of that, I guess, is because you have such a crazy style to your videos. You've tried a lot of things that a lot of people wouldn't necessarily play. And what inspired you to do that? Was it that no one else was really tackling these characters being played in such a way, or what's the reason?
Yeah, well, ever since beta, me and my friends were always interested in surprising our enemies. When I started with my Sivir guide, it was like really normal. It was new because people weren't making guides yet this way. But of course, I can't be doing that every single time. Doing a normal guide in the same style, I thought people would get bored. So after a while, I was starting on my Ezreal guide, and I wasn't very confident yet because I played him AP all the time, and it wasn't even back then. It wasn't that popular. So I just made it like about both AD and AP, and it was received really well. So after a while, I got more confident and just started building into stuff I think is awesome and great more and more. And it was actually like new stuff, you know. Sometimes for people, like when you, I'm talking really in a weird way right now, but when you release something really weird, like Atmog's Fate or whatever, it almost feels like you're giving the community a new champion to play with, because it's completely different from playing AP Twisted Fate. So that's a lot of fun for me, and it almost feels like an honor. Yeah, and it's been received so well compared to boring stuff. So I just keep on doing that.
Yeah, who wants to play normal anyways, right? I mean...
Yeah.
Hey, so, okay, speaking of your older videos and what you did in the past, and kind of what we've talked for a few minutes now, and one question I hear so often, what was brought up, I made a thread on Reddit to get questions from the community. One thing I've heard over and over is that your real voice? One Redditor referred to it as golden and legendary. And and way back in the first videos, it was a little bit deeper. So
It
was that style? And you just kind of changed that over time, or?
Well, in acting lessons, school, and stuff like that, you really learn to have your way with your voice. So when I made that first video, I wanted it to be absurd, awesome, great, different from everything else. So I went as deep as I can cut. But after a while, I felt like I shouldn't be going as deep as I can go anymore, because, you know, people will get annoyed. It's like over-styled too much. So for like a one-time thing, that's great. But if you're making a series and you want to make people watch hundreds of your videos, you can't keep doing that, because it's like eating the same cornflakes every morning. You just don't want to do that. So I've been slowly building towards my more natural voice, which you're hearing now. Kind of.
Kind of.
This is like my theatrical, I want to talk about important stuff voice. It's not, yeah. So it would be my real voice that you hear in my newest stuff. But like in my first videos, I definitely go as low as I can go. So that
More
would make it my
stylized.
real voice, but it's not how I usually talk.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I figured as much. But, you know, most people did want to know. And another thing that I've seen brought up quite a bit as well is that you are involved currently with Curse. And we've seen that you have some sponsors. Steel Series, of course. We're both wearing the same headset. Kudos there. Love Steel Series. What exactly is the nature of your relationship with Curse? What is it that you do with them? Tell us a little bit about your relationship.
Well, I'm gonna start before Curse. Before Curse, I was making my videos, and I slowly wanted to get out there because I was still in film school when I started for the first half year, and I wanted to turn this into my job because I thought this is like way better than anything I will ever achieve in the normal cameraman or video editing life if I make this work. So one of the things on the list was, of course, sponsors. So eventually Rocket took me in first. Great people, definitely. After that, Steel Series took me in. And they've been really good to me. I just gave them what I could, and they gave me back what they could. So I love that. After that, Steel Series partnered me on YouTube, which is a great company. I'm in good contact with everyone, like the boss, with the teams, and I just absolutely love Curse, and they've been giving me everything I need. So I pretty much dropped my other sponsors. I'm not saying whether it's permanently or not, but for now it's been great, and yeah, I think that's all I can say about Curse. It's just love them.
Awesome. That's really cool to hear. It's cool that you said that you love them, and many people actually express quite a love for you as well. In that same Reddit thread, one person said, "Is it normal to be in love with you even though I'm a male?" And another Redditor asked if you had a woman in your life. With that being said, there was quite a bit of, hey, what's the deal going on there? Do you care to share the news and spare any more hearts from breaking? I like that. What was the finger across the lips? That was preparation. I can feel it.
Yeah, no, I have a girlfriend, Sjokz, Avia. She's the content manager for SK. Great girl. I'm not sure what to say about that. It's just, she's great. She's like, well, I don't know her. She just met. She was here just now.
Aw, that's a darn shame. She should have come in and said hi.
Yeah.
But just bringing that up, since she works with SK, you're affiliated with Curse, does this ever interfere with anything in any way?
Yeah, we're like Romeo and Juliet, and whenever we're there, like our bosses will be firing crossbows. No, that's not true. But they know, and it's great. It's fine.
Well, with that being said, I mean, this is, I guess, what, about 3 a.m. for you there while we're recording this right now?
Yeah, 3:20. Yeah.
Wow. It seems like, and we were talking about this, right? We were talking about recording the video. You're on a little bit of an Americanized sleep schedule. You know, is there a reason for this? Is it for streaming? Is it any reason in particular, or is it just your lifestyle?
Well, in general, I ever since I started working for the internet, it's like you eat when you're hungry, you sleep when you're sleepy, and you make videos when you feel creative. The sleep when you're sleepy, kind of, the border is at 7 or 8 a.m. Somehow, your system will go like, that sun's getting really high right now. You should probably go to bed. You know, and everyone you know is like at their jobs. Like, what the fuck are you doing online? So yeah, you just go to bed when you're sleepy, but that just stops there. So right now I'm on a natural American sleep schedule, which is great, because when you wake up by 6, you actually have a hot dinner. So I have no complaints there at all. It's amazing.
That's awesome. Now, since you're on the American sleep schedule, but you live currently in the Netherlands, is there any plan in the future that you'd possibly think about moving over this way? What kind of work plans do you have in the future? And would you ever consider producing content officially for Riot if they ever approached you?
I do have really cool plans, maybe for season 3. They might involve America, might involve Europe. It's like difficult for me to talk about this. I do want to grow into bigger and better things.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, I gotcha.
It's a really sensitive topic.
I gotcha. We'll drop that. We'll just go on to something else league related real quick. Will you be flying over for the season 3 finals? Has that been settled yet?
Yeah, I do plan to do that. It's not like absolutely sure, but it's pretty much at 97%. Because I'll be staying at the Curse mansion, and I'll just get a flight there and go to the awesome finals.
Awesome. Yeah. I've heard they've got some really cool stuff planned. While you're here, have to ask your pro opinion. Who do you feel will win it all?
Well, it's not even a feeling. M5 will win this.
Oh.
M5, straight from Europe.
Not even a little bit of hesitation there. You are dead set. Okay, so since you're so set on that, who will take second place?
Second place.
There we go. That way, there's a little bit more thought involved. Oh,
it's so difficult.
I was gonna say the thinking cap is coming out. I see that.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm making the video boring. Well, I would have to say, like, TSM, for their obvious recent plays, or one of the fantastic Asian teams that's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty much all great, and I haven't really looked into who might be second.
You're just
first. Yes, I'm
concerned about the first place. That's what matters. Yeah. I like that.
It does.
All right, that works. All right, we're getting close to wrapping this up because I definitely want to let you go on your way. I know it's about almost, 3:30 at this point out there. Give us at least one thing that we can look forward to. I know you can't say too much because we've already, I guess, kind of tiptoed around some things that might be coming. What is coming up, though? Something that we could look forward to in the future of Siv HD? Something that we should see soon?
I'm gonna look into stuff like being AD carry more, because I haven't done that yet. And I'm actually gonna look into sharing knowledge about being a content creator more.
That's awesome.
Because we need more good videos. There's not enough good videos.
Awesome.
So definitely for season 3, good videos is what we need.
Cool. Before we do wrap this up, any shoutouts that you'd like to give?
Well, of course, to Curse. Both Team Curse EU, Curse NA, to Steel Series for your fabulous hats. It really looks nice on you. And well, I'm not gonna give a shout out to you because you were gone just now when we were talking about you.
I can't believe you, Sjokz. What is this?
He says, "I can't believe you, Sjokz. What is this?" You at least say hi. Sure, that's even in the camera.
It's totally there. That works.
Okay.
I'm really tired. This is bad.
You're tired?
Yes.
From all the hard work?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Of bringing you drinks.
Well, that's true. It's
and
quite
keeping
many.
You entertained.
Let's not go into specifics.
All right, then. Siv HD, you are the man. Thank you so much for being here for the first episode of Legends of the League. Before we turn this off and go on our merry ways, who do you think we should bring on the show next? Because I'm feeling like we should ask the community, but I want your opinion.
That's a difficult question.
Oh,
Because there's so many awesome people in the environment. Well, of course, you would probably want to have really talkative people who are even more talkative than me. So I would like edge into people like Saint Vicious, but also maybe even people that are not pro gamers, like Riot employee or other YouTubers that are awesome, like, or streamers, like Phantom Lord,
Definitely.
Spazzy, people like that. They're also all really cool.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Cool, yeah. I definitely want to know what the community thinks. Please leave a comment below on who you think we should bring on for the next episode of Legends of the League. If you have any feedback for me on how to make this show any better, please let me know. On Twitter, it's VVVParadise. You can also email me, paradise@vvv-gaming.com. I'll make sure to respond to all of you. I really greatly appreciate you for tuning in. And once again, Siv HD, you are the man. Thank you so much for helping get this project off the ground.
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely, man. It's been an honor, and hopefully after a few more episodes we can get you back on, catch up, and see how those Season 3 plans are coming along.
Yeah, definitely. That would be great. Thanks.
Awesome. Robert, I think it is, or is it more of the B role there? Did I...
Yeah, you have to have the Nordic feel.
The Nordic.
Robert van Eindhoven.
Robert. That was horrible. You would think that someone with the last name of Kuntz would have a better Nordic feel to him.
Yeah.
I don't know. But...
Guns.
Thank you so much. Everyone have a great night, and thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, cheers.